The global economic landscape is undergoing a period of profound transformation, marked by the rise of BRICS, the resurgence of economic nationalism, and the future of the US dollar. By examining these trends, we can gain a deeper understanding of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead in this era of unprecedented economic change. The stakes are high, and the choices made by nations today will determine the shape of the international order for generations to come. As we navigate this complex and uncertain terrain, it is imperative that we approach these challenges with a clear-eyed understanding of the forces at play and a commitment to finding common ground in a world increasingly defined by interdependence. Stay tuned with Tvista for more in-depth stories that you should not miss. The relationship between the United States and China is perhaps the most consequential bilateral relationship in the world today. It is a relationship characterized by both cooperation and competition, by shared interests and fundamental differences. For decades, the U.S. has been the undisputed economic and military superpower, setting the rules of the global order. However, China's rapid economic ascent has challenged this dominance, leading to a more complex and uncertain geopolitical landscape. The U.S. and China are deeply intertwined economically, with extensive trade and investment ties. China is America's largest trading partner, and the U.S. is a major market for Chinese goods. However, this economic interdependence is also a source of tension. The U.S. has long been concerned about China's trade practices, including allegations of intellectual property theft and unfair subsidies. These economic tensions have increasingly spilled over into the political and security realms. The U.S. has expressed concerns about China's growing military assertiveness in the South China Sea and its human rights record. China, in turn, views U.S. actions in the Asia-Pacific region as attempts to contain its rise. This dynamic has led to a more adversarial relationship, with both sides engaging in tit-for-tat tariffs and military buildups. The future of this relationship will have profound implications for the global order, and managing this rivalry responsibly is one of the most pressing challenges facing policymakers today. As the global economic landscape shifts, new centers of power are emerging, challenging the traditional dominance of the West. One such grouping is BRICS, an acronym that represents 5 major emerging economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Together, these countries account for a significant portion of the world's population, landmass, and economic output. The rise of BRICS is a testament to the shifting balance of global economic power. These countries have experienced significant economic growth in recent decades, fueled by factors such as industrialization, urbanization, and technological advancements. As their economies have grown, so too has their influence on the global stage. BRICS nations have sought to leverage their collective economic weight to promote a more multipolar world order, one in which power is more evenly distributed. They have established institutions such as the New Development Bank, an alternative to the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, which are seen as dominated by Western powers. The BRICS grouping represents a challenge to the existing global governance structures and a call for greater representation and influence from emerging economies. Globalization, the interconnectedness of economies, societies, and cultures, has been a defining feature of the post-Cold War era. It has led to unprecedented levels of trade, investment, and cultural exchange, fostering economic growth and technological innovation. However, in recent years, there has been a resurgence of economic nationalism, a trend that threatens to undermine the progress made by globalization. Economic nationalism is characterized by a focus on protecting domestic industries and jobs from foreign competition. Proponents of this approach advocate for protectionist policies, such as tariffs, quotas, and subsidies, arguing that these measures are necessary to safeguard national interests. The resurgence of economic nationalism is driven by a complex interplay of factors, including anxieties about job losses due to automation and outsourcing, rising income inequality, and a sense of cultural anxiety in the face of rapid globalization. This trend is evident in the rise of populist leaders who have tapped into these sentiments, promising to protect their citizens from the perceived negative consequences of globalization.